Hi, my name is Corey Toon, and I want to start off by saying why I decided to run as an MLA. It's been a long time since politicians have been public servants, and it seems to me every 4 years they come around making promises they never keep. We have a lot of problems in this province, country, and world right now. I think we can all agree the performance of the government, left or right, has not been in the best interest of Albertans or Canadians. I use the word mad because I am. I'm angry and upset. I'm mad how the Alberta government overreacted to COVID. I am mad that businesses were forced to close and lay off staff. I am mad that hospitals put off much needed treatments and surgeries. I am mad seniors had to die alone and so many had to say, or didn't have a chance to say goodbye to loved ones. I am mad so many had to choose between a vaccine and a job. I am mad our children lost valuable years being kids. I am mad we had to choose between a vaccine and travel. I am mad as we were all locked down, our premier and other MLAs were drinking in the Sky Palace and they didn't even follow their own mandates. I am mad the MLAs gave yourselves a raise during COVID lockdowns as we all suffered at home. I'm mad the government did not come and see what the people wanted at Coots. I am mad that we had a protest for some of our freedoms back. It seems to me after Ottawa and Coots, COVID has seemed to have disappeared. The hospitals did not get overwhelmed and there's been zero accountability for the government, left or right, for the mismanagement of COVID. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the cost of living. If these politicians cared about you and me, they'd get rid of the carbon tax, but they don't. They always say it's federal, not provincial. I say take the fight to Ottawa. If I get elected, I will personally call on all MLAs to go to Ottawa and demand a referendum to remove the carbon tax. And if the other MLAs do not come, they are not working for the people. I would say over 85% of the population do not want the carbon tax, and this would bring down the cost of living almost overnight. In 1976, they called it global cooling. In 1989, it was rising sea levels. In 1990s, they told us our children wouldn't even see what snow's like. In 2000, they called for peak oil. Global warming and climate change. In 2000, global warming and then climate change because there's no measurable warming. So now all extreme weather is because of a trace gas of 0.042%. I am not buying that. And in 2008, Al Gore predicted an ice-free Arctic by 2013. It didn't happen. It's all BS. We all know the government lies, so what makes this different? Al Gore's net worth was $2 million in 1993, and when he was vice president. Now his net worth is $330 million in 2023. All of our politicians preach to us about CO2, but yet they fly around on jets, have vacation homes and luxury cars, etc. I find things keep getting worse, and these two legacy parties have been in power for a long, long time. We have a drug problem. I never thought I'd see the day when we'd see used needles in a park in Claresholm. I have taken my kids to that park and I can't tell you how mad this makes me. Lethbridge, Calgary, Fort Macleod, Grand Prairie, and Edmonton have hopeless drug addicts roaming the streets. It is shocking to me how bad Lethbridge is now. This is the real pandemic. We have a mental health problem that seems to have exploded since COVID. We have a crime problem that have been on a catch and release program for many years. We have too many problems to list in my 5 minutes here, but remember what two parties have made this once amazing province get to this point we find ourselves today. I have always been a proud Albertan before a Canadian, and I truly love this province and want to bring back the powerhouse it once was. My pledge to you, the people of Livingstone Macleod, is to bring back public service to the Alberta government and make AHS...
Corey, sorry, that is time.
Thank you.